Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title, I am doing probably the cutest video I have ever done here on my channel, and that is going to be the My Dogs Pick My Makeup Challenge, which I am so excited about because I saw a couple of these videos going around on YouTube and I thought they were absolutely adorable, and you guys want to see more of my dogs on my channel personally, so I figured how cute would it be to do this same exact video on my channel. For all of you who have watched me for a very long time know that I am such a huge animal lover and my animals are my life. Like, they are like my little babies. I love them. So we are going to be doing the My Dog Picks My Makeup Challenge. So basically I picked different items from my collection and I laid them out on the ground and had each of my dogs pick which one they wanted me to use, and then I'm going to be using the products that they picked and putting them on my face. Now, just a fair warning, they picked some very interesting stuff, so we're going to be looking a little bit crazy today, but that's okay. They're cute, they're worth it, and they won't judge me. They're going to think I look pretty no matter what. They're going to think I look good looking like this. They're going to think I look good with all this crazy stuff that they picked. So that's what we are going to be doing today. I am super excited for you guys to watch this, but first, let's cut to the footage of them picking out my makeup. We have the Maybelline Baby Skin, the CoverGirl Pore Minimizing, and then we have a Smashbox sample, so we're going to get them to choose one. Jackal, which one? Which one do you want? That one? Alright, Jackal Baby chose the Maybelline Baby Skin. Do you like this one too?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, don't need it. I need that, you silly. So for foundation, I have a mixture of like high-end and drugstore. So this first one is the Dior Skin Forever Foundation. This next one is the Rimmel 25-Hour Lasting Finish. Then we have the very full coverage Kat Von D Tattoo Lock-It Foundation. And then we have the new CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made. So they're gonna choose which foundation they want me to use. Come here, Apple. Which one?
That's a good one?
That one. Perfect. Good girl.
Oh, they both like the CoverGirl.
You like this one? Good boy. Okay, and then we have powder. So I have the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Powder. Next, I have another pressed powder. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte. I've been using this one for years. This one's a little bit newer. And then I have a loose powder. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Translucent Setting Powder. Jack, come here. Which one? Oh, good boy! Which one do you want? Do you like the Kat Von D one? Yeah? My God. We'll choose this one. What a good boy. Give your mommy a hug? My God, what a good dog. Alright, and then next is bronzers. I have one high-end and one drugstore. I don't own very many bronzers, so I'm only having them choose in between two. So this first one is my NARS Laguna bronzer. Just looks like that. It's just kind of like a shimmery, pretty looking bronzer. I use this one all the time. And then I have this like bronzer blush duo, but I don't use this bronzer very often. This is the Physicians Formula Super BB All-in-One Beauty Balm Bronzer and Blush. Holy shit. Which one? You like this one? Is that a pretty one? Do you like this one too? Does that get the approval? Excellent, excellent work. And then next is blush. I have again high-end and a drugstore. Jack, come here. Which one? You like Physicians, honey! Don't lick it. Oh, you like this one? That's a good choice. So next we have highlighters. Of course I have a Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost. This is in the shade Mint Condition, and it's just a really pretty green one. And then I have another drugstore Physicians Formula. This is the Warm Nude Shimmer. I don't know exactly what this one is called, but it's like a little shimmer brick, and I use this one all the time. I really do like these. So
Alright, and then we have concealers. Should we go with this one?
Okay, moving on to eyeshadow palettes. Again, I have a little bit of a mixture of everything. I have drugstore, Jeffree Star, I have a YouTuber palette. So you stepped on this one, honey. I don't think I've ever used this on my channel before, honestly. All right, and then next we have some mascaras. The two that I have are the ones that I use most often, and really the only two that I have. So we're gonna have them choose between the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly or the CoverGirl Peacock Flare Mascara. So we're gonna have Jack. Oh, honey, which one do you want? You want that one? Okay, and next up for lip colors, I have a little bit of everything. I have a Le Beau Cosmetique. This one is like an orangey one, and this one is in the shade Monroe. I have a really deep red one. This is the CoverGirl Melting Pout Matte. I have Velvet Teddy by MAC, and then I have Doll Parts by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. So we're gonna see which lipstick he wants me to wear with neutral eyes and a green highlighter. Okay, so he kind of chewed on a little bit of all of them, but he pushed the CoverGirl one forward, so we're gonna go with this one. All right, then we have liquid eyeliners. I have some of the NYX Vivid Brights. I have CoverGirl, and then I have some Wet n Wild, so we're gonna see which one. Pick one out. Oh, is that the one? That's a good boy. Alright, so this is the one he picked out of my hand. This is the NYX Vivid Brights in this color. What is this one called? It's called Vivid Halo. Cute. Good dog. Okay, I need that back. Alright, and then we have eyeliners. I find it better, it works best for him if I hold them and he just chooses one out of my hand. So this first one is like a dark, kind of like forest green from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Master Smoky. I have a Wet n Wild Fergie eyeliner in pink. I have just a plain black one from Jordana. And then I have a white by LA Colors, just a like white eyeliner. All right, Jackalberry, which one? Is that the one? All right, so the one Jackal chose is the LA Colors one. Honey, I have to tell him which one it is. So it just looks like this. It's kind of like a jumbo kohl pencil. Honey. Alright, and last but not least is setting spray. And I have two of them here. I have the CoverGirl Look Lockup, and then I have just a little one of the Kat Von D Lock It Setting Spray. I really like both of these, so we're going to see which one he wants me to choose. He's kind of seeming like a drugstore dog, so we're going to see which one. Which one do you want? Which one, Jack? So Jackal chose the Kat Von D Lock It Setting Spray. Shake. Good boy, you did such a good job. You, on the other hand, you didn't participate. What's up with that? Were you scared of the makeup? Huh, Sissy? Are you scared of the makeup, big girl? Shake. Shake. Good girl! That's a good girl! Yeah! So I don't know about you guys, but I was honestly like super impressed with Jackal because he doesn't really like to participate in those kind of things. He gets very scared and skittish over very small things. So I was actually very proud of him and very surprised at how much he participated in this and like how well he did. Like he was more about it than Avro was. So the little twist that I am doing for this is going to be a chit chatty get ready with me. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer video, but I wanted to make this video all about my dogs. So I asked you guys on my YouTube community tab, if you don't know what that is, if you go to my channel and you see little tabs at the top and you click community, it's where I basically like post polls or I let you guys know when a new video is up or things like that. I'm very, very active on there, so I highly recommend that you check out my community tab. Anyway, I asked you guys to leave me a ton of questions about my dogs and I would do a full Q&A on them. So while I'm applying the makeup to my face, I am going to be answering a ton of comments that I got. I think I got close to like 60 questions. The very first product is primer, and Jackal picked the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. So we are going to put this all over my face, and I'm really glad he picked this because I have not used this in a hot minute. So I'm just going to take a decent amount and put that all over my face. Okay, so the very first question that I got is from Sarah D, and this one had the most thumbs up. This one says, I would like to know if you had the chance to see Motley again after all this time. So if you guys don't know who Motley is, before I had my puppy, little Avril, I had Jackal, of course, and then I had a little black and tan Chihuahua named Motley, and he was my world. I loved him. I miss him every single day. I had a really bad breakup. Things didn't go well, so I have not seen Motley since August of 2016. That was the last time I saw him, but I do know that he is doing well. I see pictures of him every once in a while, and he is doing well. He has a new mama, and he has a new brother, and so, you know, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. The next question is from Savannah High, and she asked, have you ever thought about getting a tattoo for Avril if you haven't already? So, I'm just going to go in with foundation. I'm going to use the CoverGirl True Matte Made in the shade True Ivory. So, tattoo for Avril, you guys know I have Jackal's name tattooed on my wrist, but I don't have a specific tattoo for Avril. Avril is named after the singer Avril Lavigne. I'm a huge Avril Lavigne fan, always have been, always will be. I kind of already have an Avril tattoo because I have the Avril Lavigne star on my upper ribs right here. I don't really want to get Avril's name. I don't know, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. I haven't really thought about it too much, but I just figured oh, I already have that Avril Lavigne star on my ribs, why would I go and get more, you know what I'm saying? So the next question is from M, and she asked, or he asked, what were other names that you were thinking of naming them? So back when I wanted to get a dog, me and my boyfriend at the time had always decided on the name Jackal. No matter what kind of dog we got, no matter any of that, the dog's name was always going to be Jackal. So Jackal kind of always had his name, and then when we got Motley, it was either going to be Motley or it was going to be Axel, named after Axl Rose. And then Avril, I knew it was either going to be Avril or I was going to name her Monroe after Marilyn Monroe, but I think Avril is much more fitting for her. The next question is from BLove3, and she asked, what is the worst thing Avril destroyed as a puppy, and does she still do puppy-like behavior? So I remember one day I was filming, and I didn't hear any noise in the living room, and puppies are like toddlers. If you don't hear anything and it's too quiet, that means they're doing something really bad that they shouldn't be doing. So I walk out in the living room and she's not there, and I was like, oh my god, this is not good. And then I hear noise in my bedroom. So of course I go in my bedroom and I see Avril. It wasn't plugged in, thank God, but she was eating the entire cord to my fan. Now, mind you, this was in the summertime and it was hot as hell outside that I was left with no fan to keep me cool in the summer. So that was probably the worst thing she's destroyed as a puppy. She would also eat my doormats. I can't ever have a mat by my front door to wipe my feet off at because she eats them. I've gone through about 4 of them now, and I would come home from work and they would just be torn up into little tiny pieces. And so yeah, those are probably the top 2 things. She was a really good puppy as far as chewing on things. She wasn't too bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. She attempted to chew on my computer cord a couple times, which I put a stop to immediately. She still really likes flip-flops and doormats. Those are probably her favorite things still. So she still very much does act like a puppy for sure. I don't know when she's ever gonna stop, but yeah, she is still very much a puppy. The next question is from Lexi Garcia, and she asked, what kind of things do you do to keep your dogs cooled off in the summer? I know Avril just got a haircut, but is there anything else you do? Yeah, actually, my mom last summer bought my dogs this huge, it kind of looks like a pet bed, but it's actually a cooling pad. So when you lay on it or whatever, it gives a cooling effect. So my mom got that for them, and that seems to really, really help. And then another thing I do is I try to keep my apartment at least 70 degrees during the summer, because that's just what's comfortable for me and it's what's comfortable for them. And then sometimes if I don't have my air on and it's just like a really hot muggy day, I will give them each an ice cube or puppy ice cream. They do make puppy ice cream for dogs. The next question is from Spiritual Vanity, and she asks, since you have Avril now, have you liked owning a girl dog compared to your boy dogs? I will never get another girl dog ever again. Girl dogs to me are way more work, and that could be because she was my first puppy, but everyone I've talked to says that girl dogs are just a way more work than boys, and I just prefer having boy dogs. I don't know, I just, like, same with like children, like if I ever have a child, I would want a boy, like I wouldn't want a girl. So yeah, I do notice a lot of difference. I just think Avril has way more of like a high maintenance, like prissy little attitude, and Jackal's just more kind of like laid back, and that's how Motley was too. He was very much laid back. Now mind you, that could be because of the breed, because Avril is part Pomeranian. Pomeranians are very, very yippy, they're very loud. So yeah, it very much could be because of the breed, but I will never get another girl dog again. Next I'm going in with concealer, Artistry concealer. It's just like a little cream concealer. Now this one is in a medium shade, so it's going to be a little bit darker than what I'm used to, but I'm just going to put a little bit of this underneath my eyes. And I'm just using my beauty blender for that. The next question is from Claudia Marie, and they asked, what would you do if you had a child who was allergic to dogs? Well, Claudia, to answer your question, it's very simple. Get rid of the child, duh. The next question is from Alaya Verona. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm like butchering your name. They asked, if your dogs had the ability to understand you for only 5 seconds, what would you tell them? I would tell them, thank you for saving my life, and I love you so very much. That's what I would tell them. I don't even need to think about it. Because I mean, I tell them I love them every day, but it's like, do they understand me? I think they understand me when I tell them I love them, but you know, I never really know. Jocella York, and they asked, this may be a weird question, do your parents and sister call the fur babies grandbabies or fur niece and nephew? Yeah, so my mom loves my dogs. Like, she calls them her grandbabies, she calls them her grandpuppies. Like, my mom she adores them, and so does my sister. We call her Auntie Brooke, and we call my mom Grandma, and they very much understand who we're talking about when we say those words. So yeah, my whole family just adores them. My dad's not that big of a dog person, so when he sees them, he's like, hey, hi, how you doing? But he's not like, oh, my grandbabies. But yeah, that's not a weird question at all. Like, it's totally relatable. Like, my mom loves the dogs. Like, half of the dogs' toys that they have are from my mom, because my mom spoils them more than I've ever been spoiled in my entire life. The next few questions are from Sammy Thacker, and they had a few of them. So the first one is, has Avril gotten better with her separation anxiety? A little bit, but she definitely still struggles with it for sure. So usually every time I go somewhere, like if I'm not going anywhere for like long periods of time or anything, I will bring Avril with me, because she still screams and cries every time I leave. We're definitely still working on it, and I feel like it's something that she's always going to struggle with. I feel like she's always going to have separation anxiety. That was probably hands down one of the worst parts about having a puppy, is dealing with that, and I'm still dealing with that almost 2 years later. So it's very, very difficult. I'm just using the Kat Von D translucent setting powder. Jacko was kind of feeling a little bit of both. He really wanted me to use drugstore, then high-end, so, you know, he wants me to use a little bit of everything. The next question she asked is, what was one thing Jacko did as a puppy that you still can't get over that he did? So when I got Jacko, Jacko was a rescue dog, and I got him around, they think he was around 2 years old. And so Jacko wasn't really a puppy. He was kind of just getting out of the puppy stages. But I remember one of the worst things he did Now, I graduated high school in 2012 and I got Jackal June of 2012. So, and Jackal was my first dog. I've never had a dog before. Like, I never understood how to properly take care of a dog. So I didn't know, like, you couldn't keep food on the ground or else he would eat it, or you couldn't keep food anywhere that he would possibly get it. So one time I was on my computer that I got as a graduation present and I was eating breakfast. I remember to this day it was Frosted Flakes. And I remember I had to go to the bathroom, I had to go outside or something like that. And so I put my computer on this like ledge in my bedroom at the time, and I put my bowl of cereal next to it. That was probably the worst thing I could have ever done. So this is kind of my fault, kind of his fault, because he knew better. He knew not to get into like our food. He knew not to jump up on things and try to get food, you know what I'm saying? So I come back and my laptop is on my bed, and on top of my laptop is the cereal bowl that was full of milk on top of my laptop. Now everybody knows if you get a laptop wet, you fry it. So Jackal fried my very first ever computer. I had all my favorite pictures on there. I was gonna start doing YouTube stuff on there. Like I loved that computer. It was just like a little like netbook thing. It wasn't anything like extravagant, but I loved it. Like I was so proud of it. I was so excited about it. And it was ruined. So that's one of the first things that comes to mind. Okay, next up for bronzer, I'm going to be using this Super BB Physicians Formula Beauty Balm Bronzer and Blush. Just to give my face a little bit of color. I have not used this bronzer very often because I hate that it's next to a blush. Alright, moving on to blush, I'm going to be using another Physicians Formula one. This is the Happy Booster Glow and Mood Boosting Blush. And this is in the warm shade. It just looks like this. It has really cute little hearts all over it. So this must be Jackal's way of telling me that he loves me. So I'm just going to take a Wet n Wild kind of like flat top brush. I've been really liking this for blush recently. And I'm just going to put this right on the apples of my cheeks. Alright, and then I didn't have Jackal pick out lip liners or eyebrow products because I don't really have a lot of like different eyebrow products to choose from. So I'm just going to quickly fill in my eyebrows using the CoverGirl eyebrow pencil. I'm just going to kind of darken up the color a little bit because my brows kind of got pretty covered by the foundation that we use. So I'm just going to quickly fill those in. Okay, so that's pretty much everything for the face right now. I think I'm going to move on to the eyeballs. And I was very, very happy with Jackal because he actually picked a palette that I have never used here on my channel before. And that is the BH Cosmetics 26 color palette, neutral eyeshadow and blush. So it just looks like this on the inside. So down here, these bigger plates are the blushes, and then everything up here are the neutral eyeshadows. So we're just gonna do a quick little kind of like smoky look, and hopefully this turns out good because some of the other products that he picked are a little insane. So let's keep this going. The next question is from Christine Hoy, and she asked, because I have 4 Chihuahuas, I would like to know how you house train them so well and how you get them to behave so well when grooming them, cleaning teeth, etc. Okay, so I always get comments on my videos when I am giving my dogs a bath or cutting their nails or brushing their teeth. I always get so many overwhelming comments saying, oh my gosh, your dogs are so well behaved, my dog hates when I do that, da 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 da. With Avril, it is still kind of a struggle because we're still trying to teach her that it's okay to have these things done. And Jackal, he's always been good. Like, we got him like that. Like, we adopted him like that. He was always very, very good at grooming. Obviously, it's not his favorite thing because what dog wants to be bathed? Like, no dog, they want to be dirty and grimy and play in the mud and the dirt. So Jackal, but he's always been good at it. Like, he'll sit there, he'll let me brush his teeth, he'll let me clip his nails. He sits really good in the bath, so he's always been very good at that. And potty training, again, Jackal, we adopted him already potty trained. He is hands down the best potty trained dog I have ever seen in my life. He will not go unless he is outside. And if he ever does have an accident inside, there's something wrong with him and he's sick, because that dog will not have an accident ever. He will not do it. Avril, I would say it took maybe about a solid 5-ish months before she finally got the hang of it. And my secret for that, and my vet actually told me this, is get hot dogs from the store, cut them into little tiny pieces, cook them really well, obviously, put them in a bag, and every time they go potty outside, give them a little piece of hot dog. And only give them a little piece of hot dog when they go potty outside, because they will associate those really delicious hot dogs with going potty outside. So they're gonna say, oh, so if I go tinkle on the grass, I get a hot dog. That is my biggest thing for you. That is my secret. It works great. That is how I will forever potty train any other dog that I have, because I loved it. So the first color that I'm gonna go in with is this kind of like darker brown, and maybe mix it with this one a little bit. And I'm gonna start blending that out into the outer corner. Next question is from Lindsay Crow, and they asked, which was a better experience, getting a rescue dog or having a puppy? And that, I thought that was a really, really, really good question, because from experience, they both have their own challenges. Jackal, I still have daily struggles with him. He does not like other dogs. He does not like other people. So when it comes to taking him places, I have to, for his protection and others, I have to keep him in a muzzle. I cannot let people pet him. He does not like kids. He will not tolerate being around any other dogs. So that's definitely been a struggle, because I can't just like take him to the dog park and let him run, because he will, hands down, he will attack another dog. And I can't take him anywhere fun unless it's just the two of us, because he just has such bad behavior. And then having a puppy, obviously, that is extremely hard, because you are literally, it's literally like having a newborn. You're getting up several times throughout the night. You're trying to teach them how to go potty outside. You're trying to teach them like how to be good, how to stay, how to come, how to do everything. So I feel like they both kind of have their own separate struggles, and I'm still kind of dealing with it to this day for sure. Next, I'm going in with these kind of like nudier shades, and I'm going to use these as transition colors to kind of blend out this dark brown that we put out on the top there. The next question is from Tirna Duffy. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. They asked, what type of dogs do you have? So Jackal is a Chihuahua Terrier mix. He's definitely a mutt because he was a rescue. We don't really know his full family tree. And Avril, I got her as a little baby puppy, and she is Chihuahua Pomeranian mix. Her mom is 3/4 Chihuahua, 1/4 Terrier, and her dad is full Pomeranian. And I know her whole family. I know all of her siblings. Like, I know everything about Avril. The next question is from Michelle and William Little 98, and she asked, do you think Jackal will ever get another dog pregnant and have puppies? No, that is impossible for both of my dogs, because both of my dogs are fixed. Jackal was already fixed, and Avril, I got her fixed at around the 5-month mark, when she was 5 months, because you really want to get your female dogs fixed before their first cycle starts. Ariel Reina asked, how old are both of your dogs? So Avril will be, actually today Avril is 1 year 9 months. She will be 2 in September. And Jackal, we think, turned 8 yesterday, so June 20th. And I think for the next color, I'm going to go in with, I don't know, I'm thinking like a mixture of these two like goldy colors. I don't know, we're gonna try it out and see how it looks on the lid. Nikita Cohen asked, what are your dog's favorite toys, and do they like meeting other dogs? So to answer your first question, do they like meeting other dogs? Absolutely not. Jackal is very, very aggressive when it comes to other dogs, so no, he definitely does not. And some of their favorite toys, I actually brought a couple in the room so I could show you guys. So I brought Avril's top favorite toy and Jackal's favorite toy. So this little toy right here is Avril's all-time favorite. It is her little thin raccoon. It's just like a little squeaky toy, and it has just like, I don't know, she loves this thing. She carries it with her everywhere. You can see it has definitely seen some rough days. And Jackal's all-time favorite toy is his little shark. He has had this ever since I first got him, and he loves this thing so much. Okay, so I think that's good for the bottom part of the eye. I'm just gonna go back in with this little brush, and I'm going to use those like darker nudie shades that we used to blend out. And I'm going to bring this down onto the bottom part of my eye. XO Country Girl 93 XO asks, if you are deciding to get another puppy down in the future, what type of dog would it be, and what would you name it? I am currently not thinking about getting another puppy because they are a lot of work, they are a lot of money, they're very expensive, they're very time consuming, and I already have my hands full with my 2 dogs. So I can't even imagine having 3 right now. If I ever get my own house, I'll definitely get another one, but living in an apartment, having 3 dogs running around all day on the 2nd level, first of all, isn't respectful, and there's no way I could handle that right now. And if I were to name them, I already have 2 names picked out because you guys know I really like naming my dogs after band names. So it would definitely be a boy, and his name would either be Sabbath or it would be Manson. So I already have the names picked out and everything. Okay, so looking at this makeup, it doesn't look too bad. I think Jackal did a really, really good job. But now we are moving on to where this makeup is going to turn into a total mess. So I asked him what he wanted me to use for my liquid eyeliner, and there's still little shoe marks all over it. But Jackal thinks it would be a good idea for me to use the NYX Vivid Brights eyeliner in Vivid Halo. And this is a bright yellow liquid eyeliner that he wants me to use. So I'm going to go apply this, I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to come back, and we're going to see how crazy I look. Wow. That does not match at all. Okay, so we're just going to quickly finish up the eyes before we move on to any of their questions because I feel like this video is going to be super long already. So I had Jackal pick out what he wanted me to use on my waterline, and he wants me to use the LA Colors Jumbo Eye Pencil, and this is in Seashells, so it is a bright ass white eyeliner. So we're going to put this on my waterline and hope for the best. I feel like I'm turning into like some weird kind of doll or work of art right now. Like I feel like Jackal's artistic side is really coming out in my makeup today because I look freaking ridiculous. Like that's insane. We're gonna quickly apply mascara, and Jackal wants me to use the CoverGirl Peacock Flare onto my top and bottom lashes, and hope to God this starts to look a little bit better because right now I'm even scaring myself. That is the mascara all applied, and my eyes look huge with this white liner on. Like I am not used to this. Like I look like a little dolly. Like it looks like I'm doing a Halloween makeup look. It is insane. Okay, so we're gonna jump back onto the face and do some highlighter, and I had Jackal pick from a couple of them, and the one that he decided to pick is a Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in mint condition. He wants me to wear a green ass highlighter with this eye makeup, and you guys, wait till you see the lip color. So I'm just going to take a little fan brush, and I'm going to pick up some of the product, and I'm going to apply this onto my cheeks. Oh God. Okay, so there is my green ass highlighter next to my bright yellow liquid eyeliner. The next question is from Selma El Saeed. I hope I'm saying that right. Where do you leave your dogs when you are at work? So because Avril is still a puppy and she does have a lot of separation anxiety, and from time to time, not very often, but sometimes if like I'm gone at work for too long, I come home, she sometimes will have accidents. So what I do when I'm at work is I set them up in my kitchen, and I get them like their own little comfy bed where they have their food and their water and all their favorite toys and all this room to walk around. So I do keep them in my kitchen just because it's spacious enough because they can walk around, and they're also together so neither of them will like freak out. And it's also easier for me to clean up if there is an accident, because cleaning my kitchen floor is a lot easier than cleaning pee out of carpet. I'm sure all of you dog owners out there, I'm sure all of you can relate to me on that. But yes, I do keep them in my kitchen. I make sure it's cool and comfortable and that they have water and food and all that stuff. I know it may seem kind of weird, but it's just it's what works best for me and my having a puppy. The next question is from Being Bailey, and she asks, have you ever made a plan about what happens with your dogs if something ever were to happen to you? Knock on wood if it's ever needed. Yeah, I agree, knock on wood. I've talked about it a little bit with my family, and both of my dogs, Jacqueline and Ever, would go to my sister. Okay, so I am almost done with this makeup look, and I am kind of hesitating to do the lip color because, as you guys saw, Jackal was really drawn to this CoverGirl Red Melting Pout Matte Lipstick, and this is in the shade All Nighter. This is going to be very interesting. This is a very dark, vampy lip. So we are just going to kind of outline my lips a little bit. I know I didn't have Jackal pick this, but I need to outline my lips, like I'm sorry. Now to apply the lipstick. Oh my god. So you all always ask me why I never wear like dark colored lipsticks or crazy fun colors. This is why. Because I cannot put dark lipstick on to save my life. Like, it always looks so incredibly sloppy. But there is what the lip color looks like. I really think Jackal is going to like it, and I really think he is going to enjoy it for sure. So here is what the makeup look looks like all finished up. The only thing left to do is, of course, setting spray. And out of the two that I had, Jackal wants me to use the Kat Von D Lock It Makeup Setting Mist. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of this on my face. Not too much though, because I honestly don't know how long I want to keep this makeup on my face, but we're gonna go for it. Okay guys, here is what the makeup looks like all finished up, and that is also all of the questions that I had for this Q&A today. Jackal Berry! Alright Jackal, this is the makeup you chose. Do you like it? Is it pretty? Yeah? Did you say hi to the camera? Do you like it? Do you like the make? Look at, this is the lip color you chose. Is it good? Do you still like it? Yeah, are you looking at the camera? Oh, that's such a good boy. Alright, let's ask your sister. Avril. Alright, and here's little Avril. Yeah, what do you think of my makeup? Do you like it? Is it pretty? She's like, put me down, I don't want to be held. But you're so cute. Yeah, you did a good job. Yeah. She's like, okay, I'm done. I'm over it. She hates being held. She hates being picked up. And that is everything that I have for my Dogs Pick My Makeup Challenge. I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to go down and subscribe to my channel. Also, my dogs have their very own Instagram. I will put their handle right here. Please go and follow their Instagram. I do upload on there quite often. I would love for all of you to see all the cute, adorable pictures that I post on there. I love it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. I love you guys.